Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the triggers, my triggers, what triggers restless leg syndrome for me. But before talking about that, let me give you some heads up about a feature coming to my channel. As I mentioned earlier, restless leg syndrome is not a well understood condition. If it was so, it would work like this. For example, let's say you have allergies, you go to a doctor gives you a test, and based on the test results, the doctor comes back and says you have this allergy to this level, this other allergy to this other level, and this third allergy to this level, and you have to do this, and you go back home, you do what the doctor says, and then your life is back to normal for the most part. But it is not like so. Let's see how does it work in the restless leg syndrome. With the restless leg syndrome, you go to many doctors and eventually you lose hope in finding cure or help with doctors, and you come back home, you start doing the detective work all by yourself. You have a terrible night, you wake up to a tired morning, and you start thinking, what did I eat yesterday that caused it? Obviously, this is quite a detective work. There are many things that could have caused it, and these things change over time. As I mentioned in one of my videos, I'm a software developer in my professional life. So I'm planning to put together a software solution that will help you with the detective work. Here is how it is going to work. You are going to enter what you eat when you eat them at a very high level. For example, you are going to say, I just ate a hamburger of this kind. And also you are going to enter your pain level each and every night. And then the system is going to make the connection for you. This might be because of this, that might be because of this. And then the system is going to generate summaries and some recommendations for you going forward. If you think such an app will be useful for you, please comment down below. Okay, back to triggers. Before I talk about what were the triggers for the restless leg syndrome for me, let me talk about what they weren't. And that's actually one thing, iron. I don't know why, but almost all the doctors I have seen, the first thing that they could think of, if they knew what restless leg syndrome was, it was iron deficiency. If you have restless leg syndrome, and if it was ever triggered by iron deficiency for you, please go ahead and let me know in the comments so I can give these doctors some credit. The first trigger that I have found was vitamin D deficiency. I went to a doctor and she did blood work and it came out to be way lower than what it was supposed to be. I think the lowest of the range was about 36, and what I had was maybe in the 10s. So she had to give me some shots with overdose of vitamin D that will jumpstart the levels and bring it back to the normal. Turns out that we are not made to live in these giant fish tanks that we call homes. The primary source for vitamin D for us is the sun, and about 2/3 of Americans live with vitamin D deficiency. But I will let that be a subject for a different conversation. I'm not really going to call it a trigger, but I also had some issues with vitamin B deficiency. My blood works revealed that I was low on them, and then I had to supplement it along with vitamin D as well. This is what I like about restless leg syndrome. It's like an early warning system. Whatever goes wrong in your body, you know it right away. It helps you stay on your toes. Trigger number 2 for me was cholesterol. This is not a video about how to manage cholesterol. If you like such a video, please mention in the comments. But I had to lose about 30 pounds. And I still have more ways to go in terms of managing cholesterol. I also had to change my diet substantially. Before I talk about the third and the last trigger, just a bonus content or a tip. Managing or maintaining or increasing the level of electrolytes helped me reduce the symptoms of the restless leg syndrome. In the past, I used to consume a lot of coconut water. Because of the high potassium and low calories that it contained, I used it regularly and I realized it was helping with me with the restless leg syndrome. You can go ahead and try it. It's a very healthy drink and you can comment down below if you see a benefit using it. The third major trigger for me was sugar in particular and sugar-like carbohydrates in general, such as dough, bread, anything that can be made with dough, pastry, cake, etc., etc. This sugar thing is quite an interesting one because unlike high cholesterol or low vitamin D, it's inherently a food and if done right should be good for your body. But yet a sweet plum or apricot or banana or a slice of mango could turn your life upside down if taken right before going to bed, especially if it is dry, because it stays in your digestive tract longer. So here you go, the major triggers for me for the restless leg syndrome. 1. Low vitamin D. 2. High cholesterol. 3. Sugar. Let me know what are the triggers for the restless leg syndrome for you. Please comment down below. If you would like a video about how to manage any of these triggers, please comment down below and so I can make a video about it. Until next time, I wish you restful legs.